The Tao Daily Tarot just around the corner, of course, but here's a little heads up in terms of coming attractions, shall I say. Alrighty, very good. You do have a decision to make. It's a very, very important decision. It's something that you agonized over in a Mercury retrograde, but all that thinking didn't help you. These two cards will give you the solution to the question that you have. All that wonderful information coming up in just a moment. Well, hello and welcome to the Tao Daily Tarot. Glad to have you here, whether you're a first-timer, long-timer, cross-watcher, makes no difference. You're more than welcome here. And while I have you here right now, quickly, remember to like, subscribe, share, and to click on that bell because that is your daily reminder bell. So please click on that, and thank you very much in advance. Alrighty, now for the new timers, what makes this separate from other tarot reads? First of all, it's archetypal. I read the images from the card. Secondly, I only read about 8 cards, usually 8, sometimes 9, because this is the Tao. This is the simplest, the most direct path. More is not always better. More very often is just confusing. So I follow the Tao, very simple, 8, maybe 9 cards in a 10-minute read. I keep it all short, condensed, so that you can take this information with you easily every single day. A 10-minute read that is focused on energy does you a world of good in kind of maneuvering, navigating your life. Speaking about energy, I do focus strictly on energies. I do not prognosticate. I do not predict. I focus on the energies of coming, going, pushing, pulling, because those are the energies that you live with every single day. Things are always coming to you. Things are always moving away from you. Things are pushing. Things are pulling. It's life. And this energy is facing or confronting the entire planet. How it shows up in everybody's individual life is very, very different. But if you know what the energies are, you can, again, navigate through your life more effectively. Think of this as an energetic weather report. Will it be sunny? Will it be cloudy? Will it rain? Will it snow? We're going to get tornadoes, hurricanes. What are we going to get? Then I can prepare. That's the way I go. I give you this energetic weather report. You take a look at it, and then you work your way through your life. People love it, and I am very appreciative, by the way, for the great comments. Feel free to comment anytime. You got the stuff below that you can make the comments about. I always look at them. Something else that makes this different is I do a hyper shuffle, and again, as I said, I try to get it in a 10-minute read because you're busy. You got a life. Alrighty, I talked about the hyper shuffle. How about I show you? And so, there you go. That is the Hyper Shuffle. Let's get to today's Tao Daily Tarot. The Oracle card, the overall temperature in this energetic weather report. Clean it up. Clean it up. Little internal work needed to be done. You know, it's kind of interesting since we're still in the eclipse season, feeling the effects of the eclipse season. We got past all of this stuff in terms of Mercury retrograde and so on and so forth. It's interesting how people are still kind of lost, still kind of searching for that door so that they can move forward. Maybe it's time for cleaning up. We do have a new moon coming up in a few days or so, a week or so down the road. Maybe that'll be the time that we take a look and see what we can do. But right now, clean up. Clean it up is the big idea. And you know how that would apply in your life. There's some area of your life right now that needs some work, that's for sure. Needs some cleaning up, reorganizing, because there's been a lot of change and moving around since the first of the year, especially as we're trying to find a new normal. Alrighty, so we move from there to the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands. This is determination, it's stamina, it's courage, persisting despite setbacks, putting that line in the sand and saying, here but no farther. Alrighty? It's the guy or the gal who has no quit in them. They still have that passion. May not be burning brightly, but they still got it. Determined to go forward. That is the Nine of Wands. Okay, so you got to do a little cleaning up to get there. You will do it. But there's a decision that has to be made. The Two of Swords. And with the Two of Swords, swords, of course, are thoughts, ideas, words. And with the Two of Swords crossing at the heart, as it does in this deck, and you see that crescent moon up above, And all that water behind this person, I think it's a woman, but maybe I'm wrong. A lot of emotion there, a lot of intuition, and that is probably what needs to be used to make a decision, because swords are thoughts and words. And because they cross right at her heart, each sword means something different. And it's a question of how do you decide? Well, in this instance, the answer is rather obvious. The moon, all that water, crossing at the heart, it's emotion, it's intuition. Follow your intuition. Follow your passion. You know, we were just talking about that Nine of Wands. That's what that's all about, determining I'm going to move forward anyway. I'm going to clean up whatever needs to be cleaned up in my life. I know where that area is. I'm going to clean it up because I want to move forward. And you're going to have to do that with your emotions, with your intuition. Because right now, you got another decision to make, and that's right here. We're going to get to that in a second. But right now, you're suffering those ghosties at night. What if, what if, what if, what if? And again, it's the thoughts. That's what's making it difficult. It's the thoughts, it's the ideas, it's the words. And you're going to have to decide what's really important to you. Again, I find it fascinating that we have two cards here that are twos. Twos are always decisions. So this two, your thoughts. Which way to think? You know, am I positive? Am I negative? What needs to be changed about my thinking? And then you have the Two of Pentacles, the dance of change. You're trying to figure out what's important to you, what's valuable to you. I mean, what really matters to you. And until you figure that out, you're carrying this angst with you. And you see how the swords really are putting you in a very difficult position. Your thoughts are really putting you in a very difficult position. And maybe it's your thoughts, your thinking, that needs to be cleaned up. Yeah, I think so. I think a little more positivity would help. Go back to that Nine of Wands, that determination. Stick to it. Stick to it. Keep the passion. Keep the excitement, enthusiasm. Whatever little there is, grab onto it because that's important to you. Proof, Ace of Cups or Ace of Pentacles. What you're determining right now, what is essential for you to carry on. Okay, what are you going to commit to? What are your true values? You've thought about them, but now the thinking part is kind of working against you. And so you have to go to the High Priestess. Because now you need intuition. Now you need emotion. You've thought enough. It to the point where it's hurting you, making it more difficult. Now you need to feel your way through. And it's to kind of emphasize that a little bit more. What do we have here in the first vice versa card? The High Priestess. Again. Yeah. You really need to use the intuition. You really need to use that sense of emotion. You know what you feel, but you don't trust it. And so that is where the problem lies. So you try to think through it. That's only been creating problems. And the final vice versa card, again in reverse, tells me this is the choice, right? I mean, this is the Lovers, but originally it was called the Choice. And so you have to make a choice. And the Lovers, you see, they're holding cups. They're holding cups. It's emotion. You have to make whatever decision you are facing with emotion. Now, I suspect it is what is important to you. There is some matter, some situation, specifically, where you know you have to make a decision, where you have to, for all intents and purposes, clean it up. You've tried to think it through, because, even maybe talk it through. But that's gotten you nowhere. And when you have two High Priestess right next to one another, virtually right next to one another, I mean, here they are. Two High Priestess. They are telling you it is time to follow your heart, follow your spirit, follow your intuition. That is the way you will clean up whatever needs to be cleaned up. But to do that, you have to trust yourself. And so therein lies this decision, the choice. Do I trust, do I not? Two people, two sides to this issue. You can make your choice. Follow your heart. Follow your intuition. Oh, very, very powerful read. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So there you go. That wraps up today's Tao Daily Tarot. Again, remember to like, subscribe, and share. Click that bell so that you get your daily reminder. As well as also reminding you that I do a brand new read every day, 365 days a year. So I'm just around the corner for the next time you and I have a chance to get together. But maybe you're busy. Maybe you can't do it. That's okay. You very easily know where to find me. And so the next time, between now and the next time you and I have a chance to get together, blessings.